Hello and welcome back to the Perkins Garage's YouTube channel, and on today's walk around video we have this ice metallic silver Subaru Outback Touring featuring a 2.5 litre naturally aspirated flat 4 engine. The power is transmitted through an 8-speed automatic Lineartronic gearbox, giving you a permanent 4-wheel drive system. This is really the ultimate touring vehicle. We have tons and tons of safety equipment on board. We have loads of technology and we have loads of fatigue evading technology as well. So you'll be nice and refreshed whatever journey you're going to be doing. So if you do spend a long time on the road and need to be comfortable, need to be safe, and do like all your gadgets, perfect option. Let me run you through some of the key specifications to be found. So we're going to start at the front of the vehicle, and it's always good to have some good lights. So if you drive it at night, lights are quite essential. So we have LED headlights which are adaptive, and they're also steering adaptive as well. So as you go round the corner, it will highlight and light up the world for you, sir. So keep you visible in all conditions. That is also twinned with the LED daytime running lights as well. So whatever the visibility, you shall be seen. If we zoom in just underneath the Subaru badge, we can see your front-facing camera. And if we go up to the windscreen, we can see, well, actually you can't see because the reflections. You can see 2 monolithic cameras in there, which is called the Eyesight System. Eyesight is practically 2 monolithic cameras scanning the road ahead, making sure any obstructions is noted. And yeah, very clever technology, but it's just a second pair of eyes on the road for you. Where the offside front now is where we will find your first 18-inch alloy wheel matched with a Bridgestone tyre for good measure. You might notice around the outside of the wheel arches we have some really hard wearing plastic, so if you are going to rough and tough these Outbacks, they can live up to anything you put them through. These are really go anywhere vehicles, and yeah, it was built to rough and tough. It's a lot cheaper to repair one of those plastic arches than it is to repair the whole arch itself, so that's something worth noting. Off the offside front door now is where we'll find your keyless entry system. So as long as the key's either in your pocket, your handbag, or in close proximity, you can tap behind the handle to unlock the vehicle, and you can tap on those 2 lines there, and that shall lock the vehicle. As I'm moving around the vehicle now, we can see your rear privacy glass continues all the way on every rear pane of glass. Give you a bit of reflection. Unfortunately, it's not very sunny this morning. Give you a bit of reflection there. As I'm making my way around the rear of the vehicle, we can see your rear parking sensors matched up with a rear vision camera for good measure. Show you a bit of the near side before going inside the vehicle. It's worth noting whilst I'm around this side, the roof bars on the Touring. So these open up, you can take out one of these, and you can have them going along the length of the vehicle, or as I've done for this demonstration, we can have them as cross members, so going across, all ready for a roof box or any of your touring requirements. Let's have a look inside the rear of the vehicle now. So we have a power tailgate. You can operate it by swiping the badge or just clicking the underside. So stand clear, the hazards will flash to let you know it's opening, and we're inside the high volume boot. So as you can expect for a crossover estate car, we have a very, very long boot and high volume as well. This is where we'll see your first Harmon Kardon speaker, and this has got an amazing sound system on the Touring. So first point noting, we have a tornado cover, pull out, slide into position. Retracts nice and easily as well, and it's also removable. We do have a catch here, so if you pull on that, the seats are going to fold down. So if you do need to put longer items inside the rear of the vehicle, that's easily achievable too. Underneath here, we have your conventional tyre sealant kit as well. Okay, so that's a bit of the rear, and up here we do have a memory function. So if you have a low garage and don't want to hit the boot on top of your roof, you can set the height, so you can lock it into position there as well. Okay, let's have a look inside the rear. So I've locked it on keyless entry. If I clock it there, it's locked also, and that is simply because you're only unlocking that door with the keyless entry. So using the key, let's unlock the rear door. Let's child lock or something. No, it's not. Let me just click the button again. Okay, so let me just put this seat up as well. So I've mentioned safety before in this vehicle. It's the construction of the Subaru cars itself. The way the engine, if you did have a head-on collision, the engine's going to go underneath the vehicle. Our little safety systems can be seen throughout the vehicle, like on the rear passenger doors. These little anchors that clip in, giving you ultimate structure, strength in an impact. So that is going to keep the structure all intact, and it's very clever. That's one of the reasons this car is a 5-star NCAP safety rated vehicle. So in the rear and the front, we have some really gorgeous Napier leather, real soft touch, 2 ISO fixing ports on the near side and the offside rear seats. The seats are reclinable as well. If I can just demonstrate that with one hand, I shall. Just like that. So you can tilt the seats back for ultimate comfort in the rear. We have some nice document pouches, whatever you want to put in there. Rear seats are also heated, and we do have 2 2.1 amp USBs there as well to keep all your passengers nicely charged on your longer journeys. Okay, let's have a look inside the front. So on the driver's door is where you'll find all your window controls. They're all automatic one-touch system, and we have your mirror controls just there. 2 memory seat functions there, so once you get yourself comfortable, different users can get in, click their button, the mirrors and the seat will all adjust accordingly to them. This is Wally, I'm not even just saying this, the most comfortable driver's seat I think I've ever sat on. So we have your extended support that can pop out at the front of the seat there. We also have loads and loads of options to get yourself comfortable. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 8-way adjustable, top of my head, also with lumbar support there as well. So I move it back slightly so I can get in. I shall continue the tour. Okay, so I'm going to turn the vehicle on now using the keyless button just down there, which is going to give us some power. So as we can see, we have a tablet style infotainment screen now in these Outbacks, so nice and easy to navigate. We have your radio in the middle, we have all your heating buttons down the bottom there, so you can adjust dual zone air conditioning, adjust the temperature accordingly, and also your heated seat. Worth noting on the heated seats as well, if I can just turn it on, it's the base and the back that is heated on this vehicle. So if you do struggle with a bad back on longer journeys and need to keep yourself warm in the back department, that's a perfect solution because it's going to heat the whole of your back and keep you comfortable. It's also supported with Apple Carplay and Android Auto, so whichever software you use, you can pretty much plumb your phone in and mirror your phone onto this screen. So you do have a really good TomTom powered navigation system on here. So if we just go onto the maps for a second, we're going to accept a license to say we're not doing anything unlawful, and look how big that monitor is. So real nice clear TomTom navigation as standard on the Outback. But again, if you like to use your phone, Apple Maps, Google Maps, anything of the above, even Waze these days, people love Waze, you can plumb it into there. If we go south now, so they've done away with ridiculous amounts of buttons, so it's really nice and simple. You do have a couple of quick toggle buttons there to adjust temperature quickly, but most of it is done on the screen. We have an electronic handbrake lever just down there, and this is where you'll find your gear controls. I said earlier about the view button, we'll click on there and it's going to give us some views around the vehicle. So we've got a front monitor, we have one in the wing mirror as well. So if we click on that, it's going to show you different views. This one is exceptional camera angle if you have to park to curb. So if you really do struggle parking to curbs and have a curbed alloy wheel, you know, this could be a right lifesaver for you. If we look at the driver monitor now, it's quite a conventional RPM gauge on the left and a speedo on the right with a temperature or coolant temperature and a fuel gauge either side. Trip computer is found in the middle. We can navigate through that using the toggles on the back side of the steering wheel. We have buttons on the steering wheel to control your media, different sources and voice commands with a volume rocker in the middle. The right hand side of the steering wheel is where we find your adaptive cruise control settings, so you can set your speed, you can turn it off standby, set your speed, you can set your distance to the car in front using these 2 buttons here. It's also got lane centering, so click this button and it will quite literally keep you in the center of the white lines. So it's an advanced adaptive cruise control system, all thanks to the Eyesight System found behind this shrouding here. We also have a glass opening roof, so if we look to the sky, pull that cover back and we have some window controls there. So this will either tilt or slide all the way back, depending on how you like it. So let me just, like so. If I click the right button, that would help, ladies and gentlemen. It's a nice panoramic opening glass roof there as well. Let the sun beaming into the Outback. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this video. If you did have any other questions, please give us a call on 01376 550 899. Thank you very much. I look forward to speaking to you soon.